Hello, Marek Mularczyk here, and welcome to another episode of Photoshop Lightroom TV, your video podcast about anything Photoshop, Lightroom, and photography at the same time. So welcome to this episode, and in this episode of Photoshop Lightroom TV, I'm going to talk about another new feature in Photoshop CC 2015, and it's creating artboards. We've had artboards in Illustrator for a few years already, but now they're coming into Photoshop. Here's an idea about using artboards. I'm working on this design for the website, and what I've been working on so far was just putting together what the website would look like, just a design, okay? And that's the way I would design it up to recently. But what if I want to have another design that would show what the website would look like on tablet or mobile phone, and to create mockups for all these different devices? Also, how would I know how big they're supposed to be? That's where the artboards come in. So I'm going to keep it open. I'm going to create a new document. So File, New. And in here, for document type, I'm going to choose Web. Okay. And then for art, and you get the artboard size now in here. So I'm going to choose artboard size. So initially, I'm going to use Web minimum, 1024 by 768. This will be the lowest resolution for any flat screen. And I'll click OK. And we get an artboard here. You get artboard in here as well. If you want to rename it, I'll just double click on the name artboard 1 in here. And this would be, say, desktop. OK. And it's a desktop in here. OK. Another thing you may have noticed is when you create a document and it uses artboards, Photoshop will select the new tool, this one here, Artboard tool, automatically. I had Move tool selected previously, so I went to Artboard tool automatically. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get all this content from here. So I'm going to select all these layers in here. Okay. And I'm going to move them into my new document in here. I'll move them across in here. I'll release the mouse button. Okay. And it's kind of a mess in here, so I'm going to move all these layers into the desktop artboard. So I'm going to move them into here. Okay, so release the mouse button. Now notice what happened. The artboard clipped a part of design, but that's okay because I'm going to move everything down so that it snaps to the top of the artboard. Should be that. Okay. Now I need to move a few things, so let's just have a look on it in here. This it needs to go up a little bit. This will align with the top of the logo. Okay, and this goes down. Okay, and then all that will go down a little bit. Got the same spaces. It's fine. Perfect for now. Okay, so that's what it will look like on a desktop. Okay, I'm going to zoom out so we can see it better. Here we go. That's our artboard desktop. When you click on the artboard, now notice something interesting. I'm on a Move tool, but when you click on the name of the artboard, notice how the Move tool automatically changes. Okay, so I've got in here on desktop. Now I'm going to create another artboard. So I'm going to grab Artboard tool. Okay, I'm going to scroll a bit to the side, and I'm going to create another one. So click and drag. Or just create a new artboard just like that for now. And if I'm not sure what size it's supposed to be, let's say I want it to be for mobile, I'll go in here to size drop down menu and I'll pick one of the presets. So I'm going to pick Android 1080p, for example. Okay. This will make it longer or much bigger, okay, or maybe something smaller. So let's actually I'm going to leave it as this. Okay, now in here I'm going to select all the layers for the desktop. Let me just double click and rename it. So this will be mobile. Here we go. So select all these layers in here and I'm going to duplicate them. So I'm going to right click and then duplicate layers. It's slightly off the screen, but you can see the words duplicate layers in here. I'll just click OK in the same document. That's fine. These are the originals. These are the duplicates. So I'm going to move duplicates into the mobile artboard. Here we go, release the mouse button, and voila, it's all in here automatically. Okay. Let's say the mobile artboard is supposed to be smaller. So I'm just going to make some changes here. So I'll change the width to, let's say I'll use the lower res. So let's say the height would be 1280 and the width would be 720. So not the full HD, but it's, say HD, standard HD. Okay, so now the mobile, I don't really need this here, so I'm going to delete it, because it will be just one column layout. Okay, now for the banner, I'll just use Control T or Command T on the Mac to resize it. So I'll make it smaller. Here we go. Then I'll move the rest. So oh, accept it. Here we go. Then this goes up. So just a one column layout. The rest is fine except for the menu. So the menu, let's say it goes here. At least for now. We can play with it. So that's the artboard for desktop and for mobile. But that's not the end. I'll just quickly save that. I'm going to put it straight on the desktop. Artboards. Photoshop file is fine, perfect, no maximize compatibility. Okay, now let's say we want to export these artboards as images. What we can do is we can go to File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. That will be fine for now. I'll put it on desktop. I'll click OK. Let's see what happened. If we go to the desktop, we'll have the desktop image. Just make it smaller so you can see what it looks like. That's the desktop version and that's the mobile version. Okay, so we've got desktop version and the mobile version. So you get PNGs straight through the export command here. This is also new in Photoshop CC 2015. If you haven't seen these, have a look on one of my previous videos, one of the previous episodes of Photoshop Lightroom TV on new export for web. Okay. If you want to have a little bit more control when you export in your artboards, when you go to export, choose Export As. So you get Export dialog box. All your artboards will appear here on the side. So you've got mobile artboard and a desktop artboard. Okay. You can pick file formats. So you could pick a JPEG or PNG. You can set the quality settings in here. So I'm going to leave it as a PNG file. I didn't add in the background, but that's okay. You can pick the quality settings. And then you just hit export to export them to the desktop. So I'm exporting desktop and mobile, just like that. So I got these two artboards here, one for mobile and one for desktop. I hope you enjoyed it. Explore new artboards in Photoshop CC 2015. Have fun, play with it. Great for creating mockups, for designs, for anything, websites or web banners, adverts. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'll be using them all the time now. But it's a secret, don't tell anyone. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'm Marek Mularczyk from SAItraining.co.uk, one of the leading experts in Adobe Certified training in Photoshop, Lightroom, Dreamweaver, Flash, Muse, Edge Animate. For more information, have a look on SAItraining.co.uk. And I hope you enjoyed it and see you soon in next episode of Photoshop Lightroom TV, your video podcast about anything Adobe. Thank you for watching.